welcome back to the Real Positive Girl podcast. Happy Thursday. I think I almost forgot what day it was. What day? But yeah, happy Thursday. You might be like, what do you mean you forgot? Like, you've told us before that you record them all on the same day. It's true, I do, but I literally almost forgot what day I was recording for, even though it's right here on my laptop screen with all my notes. Okay. So anyway, happy Thursday. I hope that your day is going well if it's already started. If not, I hope that it gets better. I hope that it starts well. And if it's not going good, I hope it gets better. You know what I'm saying. I say it every single time, but I have to remind you because I want you to know that if your day is not going well, that it can get better. And even if you only have, 5 minutes. Even if you only have 5 minutes of your day that is good and everything's lining up and things are positive, you're still winning. You're still winning at the game. So again, happy Thursday. Just a reminder that this week's theme is uncertainty. I know that a lot of us are struggling with uncertainty right now and the fear of the unknown. And so I just wanted to talk about it this week just to help us, encourage us a little bit, help us to continue moving forward in the path that we would want to go and the place in our life. So let's just jump right in. Today, Thursday, we're talking about fears of uncertainty, and joy comes in the morning, which I know that even if you are not a Christian, I assure you that you've probably heard that phrase. So yeah, let's just jump right in. So I believe that we need to know that each new day brings joy and the ability to start over. I believe that I've talked about that several times. We need to know that today's a bad day, and I think I've said it so many times where even if you have, like I just said, if you only have 5 minutes of your day, that's fantastic, then you can revel in that and then know that the next day, new possible joy, the ability to start over. You could start over, every 5 minutes of your day if you really want, but I think that you can just start over the next day, new possibilities, new positivities, just everything is renewed. And I understand that life can be hard, and we can all spend an enormous amount of time worrying over troubling things, but we need to know that each day is different from the next, and that should give us hope for improvement and change. So we can't assume that if Monday was bad, that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are going to be bad, right? You can't just write off the whole week. There's so much opportunity if Monday was bad that Tuesday is going to be amazing, and Wednesday might be medium, and Thursday might be a little bit worse than Monday, and then Friday is just absolutely fantastic, and all those days just switch around. You don't necessarily know what you're going to get, but I just think that despite what bad things might be happening in our life, we just need to know that each day is a new opportunity. Improvement can come. The week can just get better as it goes. And there's so much change and growth that can happen, even just from day to day within a week. So joy comes in the morning, which is a verse from the Bible. It's from Psalms chapter 30, verse 5, which this verse, I believe, can instantly give hope in times of fear and uncertainty. If you log on to Pinterest right now and you just type in like joy, or I think when I was doing some research, you type in uncertainty and things like that, like you will find so many posts about joy comes in the morning and being able to push through and believe that the next day, or there's another opportunity the next day, don't give up, keep going, pushing through, I just feel like just hearing that and seeing that, it just instantly gives you just that hope, especially when you're having so much fear, uncertainty, sadness, troubling times. It just really boosts you up, and you're like, okay, yeah, the next morning, that morning, tomorrow morning, everything could just be absolutely better. The full verse is weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. It's such an encouraging verse because it clearly states that you may feel overwhelmed with something one day, but everything can change the next. And this is so true. If we keep a positive mindset and have the ability to shift our mindset to help us push us forward, it's just so amazing. It really can just, weeping may endure for a night. Yes, that one day could be absolutely terrible. You could feel a myriad of emotions. You feel like you're just an emotional roller coaster. Everything is just crazy. You just feel like you're just done. You're just done. Nothing else could break you. But just knowing the next day, everything could be amazing. Or it could just be a little bit better than it was. Like if you want to take a realistic viewpoint of how things go. However, I have definitely many times been in a situation where I was feeling so depressed and lost and sad and feeling like I wanted to give up. But I kept pushing through because I had faith that things were going to continue to get better, and then literally wake up the next morning and have raining blessings come down and everything has changed and everything is better. And so I just want you to think about that verse. I want you to go check it out if you want. There's so many different translations of the verse. So again, Psalm chapter 30, verse 5. It's just so encouraging, just right from the jump. Let's see, where am I in my notes? So my main point for this episode is to encourage you to know that anything bad happening in your life can and will get better over time, and that can be even as soon as the next day. So I'm pretty sure I've said it 5 different ways. You can have a bad day, bad things can happen. Literally, your day could get better 5 minutes later than any crap that's happened or spilled over on top of you, and you feel like you're drowning in everything that's happening. But I like to believe that, okay, this day's bad. Let's try to minimize anything else that's going to go bad, but maybe things continue to topple on top of you. Just know that the opportunity for things the weight to be lifted from your shoulders and just feel renewed can happen the next day, and that bad things will happen to everyone in their lives, but it can get better even as quickly as the next day. And sometimes you might wake up and you might not feel like things are better, but if you really take some time and actually examine what you're going through, you will notice that it's not exactly the same. And if you keep a positive mindset, you will be able to find something that's better than yesterday. Even if it's just as simple as, well, at least I'm not still in yesterday, right? Because when you're removed from a problem that's happened, especially when it's fresh, when you remove yourself a little bit from it, even if it's just a day, even if it's just half a day, 12 hours, you're like, okay, well, now at least I have a little bit of distance from it, and I can actually figure out and problem solve what the heck needs to be done. You know what I mean? You'll be able to really take some time to think it through, enlist help if you need it, give yourself a mental break to really think it through and to get all your emotions out and feel crystal clear about what needs to be done next, as opposed to feeling super stressed and anxiety and all over the place. I've been there. I get it. I understand. So try to remember that if you hang on until the next day, you will feel even the littlest better and stronger. I just want to point out that if you do continually hang on till the next day, continually, next day, you will become better and you will become stronger and you will be able to get through whatever you're going through. And, you might feel, as in kind of the current crisis that we're in, each day brings worse news. Things are still getting better if you find the silver lining of, well, at least more people are aware. And at least we're coming up with new ways to make people aware. And more time has been passed, so more time has been spent to find a problem. And that can, I'm specifically thinking about the crisis that the U.S. is going through right now. But, and actually not just the U.S., the world. But that can be applied to anything, Just take that time to really think about how things get better, how more time creates more problem-solving time, more opportunities to enlist help, more opportunities to figure out what the heck needs to happen to make things better. So, joy comes in the morning, might be really bad on one day. Just believe that the next day can be even the slightest bit better and your mindset will be on point. So thanks again for joining me for the Real Positive Girl podcast. I encourage you to share this with anyone that might need a little bit of encouragement. Again, happy Thursday. Thanks again for joining me, and I can't wait to see you for tomorrow's podcast. So I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.